It is difficult to unlearn fear, like, it is difficult to walk down the street in Fredericksburg. Eyes on my pie crust skin like flies on the precious peach preserves tell me, what are you watching me for? You'll just as likely hear it first, the tick-tick of a bomb, or detonator, or a clock I built for school, even though we immigrants have long learned ignorance makes brown boy a synonym for terrorist. It is difficult to unlearn fear, like, it is difficult to walk past a group of men without feeling like prey, without imagining their jaws morphing into snouts behind me, without adrenaline turning my heartbeat into the thump-thump of gazelle in the grass, without imagining all the other girls like me who've walked past this group of men and those who didn't get that far. It is difficult to unlearn fear, so tell me, white moderate, how to pull fear out from where it's wrapped around my throat long enough to have a true conversation with the other side. How to sit down across the dinner table and have a discussion with someone who's disgusted by me. With a person who does not think I am a person. Tell me how you want to watch the Grammys without anything messy involved, like politics, like the consequences of a history that you wrote, anything messy, like people. Show me how to strip the person from my bones so that our skeletons can have a rational discussion about gun control without the incessant drilling of a semi-automatic in place of elevator music. Show me how safe spaces are liberal echo chambers instead of refuge, sanctuary, ceasefire. Show me an activism that doesn't require the generational sacrifice of people of color, and I will allow you your moderation. Your centrism used as an excuse for escaping the consequences of Facebook activism. Your women's rights marching and t-shirt wearing sympathy. We are so hungry for the platform of your privilege that we will forgive you your ancestors' mistakes even if you have yet to own up to them. It is difficult to unlearn fear, like it is difficult to leave a Muslim father at the airport, knowing his baggage will be searched, knowing he will be selected for an extra random security check, knowing there is a chance that 10 years from now, he will walk out of Guantanamo with nothing in his eyes but a blank wall and too many throbbing memories. It is difficult to unlearn fear, like it is difficult to be Daryl Davis, shaking hands with the KKK, concealing his black, sweaty, shaking hands under the table while making eye contact with a villain from his ancestors' histories. Their escape to freedom, still etched into the lines on his palm. I can see from the squint in his eyes he is still trying to differentiate the man in front of him from the monster changing into burning cross in the closet. It is difficult to unlearn fear, like I will never be able to not follow politics. I will never be able to turn your blind eye. I will never be able to choose the time and place for my activism because my existence is a statement, a product of a people so frustrated their tears turned water into monsoon and flooded out the British. So unless you are willing to hear generations worth of silenced oppression, don't ask me to hold my tongue while the other side speaks. They've had their turn, and at last our voices have found a home in protest. So no, I will never strip away this skin, this body, this humanity for some kind of compromise.